Jito, and welcome to the Enlightened Citizen. We just want to thank you for your feedback, and we just want to assure you that we value your feedback and that we're working to improve the content and as well as the substance and the quality of our production. Once again, thank you for your support. Who is the Enlightened Citizen? The Enlightened Citizen is one who has a passion for debate. The Enlightened Citizen is one who has a passion for argument. The Enlightened Citizen is one who is able to listen and respect views that are different from his own. The Enlightened Citizen is one who believes that social mobility must be based on education. The Enlightened Citizen is one who believes that the system of governance that we need in Zambia and in Africa is a meritocracy, where the best people, the best brains, and the best minds run the system, where education is valued, where education is respected. The Enlightened Citizen is one who has woken up from the deep slumber of poverty, disease, lack. The Enlightened Citizen is one who has woken up from the clutches of political oppression, religious dogma, and organized religion. The Enlightened Citizen is one who is able to apply his own mind to situations, and he comes up with a view based on his own independent view of a situation, which is not restricted to any kind of dogma. So what is the topic for today? The topic for today is entitled Knowledge. When we say knowledge, what are we talking about? I think in the last two videos we talked about frequency and how a frequency is, what a frequency is in a loose way, and how that you can tap into the frequency of the things that you want. So today we are going to pick up from that and just really talk about knowledge and the frequency of knowledge. Now, have you ever wondered how some people, no matter what you give them, if it's a car, if you give them that car, maybe you give them, it's a new car, everything is new, the tires are brand new, it's been serviced. If you see the car after 1 month, you won't even recognize that it's the same car, because they would have, maybe the tires, you find maybe they have changed them with old tires. Just, you won't find the car in the same condition that you found it. You will find that the car has become a reflection of who they are, which means that car has become a reflection of their frequency. And then someone once gave me an example that let's say you are a CEO of a company, and then you get maybe your best shirt, very white, and you give it maybe to the gardener who works at your company, and then look at that shirt, let's say in a month's time. It's the same shirt that maybe you may have looked after even for 6 months or 3 months, and it was really very crisp and it is properly washed, and then the moment you give it to your gardener, the shirt just changes. You won't even recognize it. Maybe you won't even be able to wash it in clean water. You won't even be able to put starch on the shirt. It will just really be a different shirt. So when the shirt is on you, it looks different than when the shirt is on your security guard or someone like that. Now, what is going on here? You see, I will say something that is very important, and I would like you to pick what I'm saying. You will find that most of the circumstances you will find in the wrong place. Okay, the right people who are terrible at what they do. I'll say that again because it is important. In the wrong place, the right people who are terrible at what they do. So you find that this person is in the wrong place. He's not really supposed to be there, but for some reason he's in the right place. Okay, so he's the wrong person but he's the right person. But he's in the right place, and he's terrible at what he's doing. We have spoken about the economy of Zambia and how that we are really just going through a difficult time. We are distressed. Inflation levels are just what we haven't seen, I think, since 1991. The currency is just on its own trajectory. No one seems to know at what point it will stabilize. Now, what is the problem? The problem is that there's nothing wrong with Zambia. Zambia is a beautiful country. You've heard the stories. Zambia's got potential. You've heard the story so many times that it even annoys you. But it's the truth. Now, what has happened is that in the wrong place in Zambia, okay, in the wrong place, they are right people. So those are the people who are actually running the system. So they are the right people, but they are terrible at what they do. So if we as Zambians just let the politicians run the system the way that they are right, the way that they are running it, it means that these politicians are in the wrong place, but they are the right people because they are the ones who were elected. So they are in the wrong place, but they are the right people because they were elected, but they are terrible at what they do. So what is happening? We are reaping the results. Now, what is the connection between what I'm saying and the message for today? The connection is this: every civilization, every government, every system is a reflection of the knowledge of the people who are running it. So the country, the way it is at Zambia right now, the situation that we are in, the circumstances that we are experiencing are as a result of the knowledge that we have as Zambians. It is a reflection of who we are as a people. And in a way, it would even be unfair to blame the politicians. Because I think I mentioned in the video, I think in the past videos, that these politicians, they're not from Mars. These are our brothers. These are our sisters. These are our mothers. These are our uncles. How do they end up like that? These politicians actually are a reflection of who we are as a people. That's what. And the economy, the way it is right now, is a reflection of our knowledge as a people, as Zambians. And I will also just restrict it to who you are as an individual, where you are in your life. If you are unhappy about your life, if you're happy about your life, if there are certain things you would like to do and you feel like you're not doing them, just know that where you are as your life is a reflection of your knowledge. So if you want to change your circumstances as a person, if you want to change the circumstances as a country, what do? You need to change the knowledge that you have regarding the things that you want. Now, what the message is that if you want to improve, if you want to change, first you have to be specific. What is it that you want to change? Be very clear in your mind. Second, do you believe that you have the capacity and the ability to change from what you are and from what you want to be? Do you believe? Do you see yourself in the change? Once you go through that, once you understand that, then it means that you are moving the frequency from where you are to where you would like to be. Now you have to believe in your heart, because even in the Bible, I think we have been mentioning the Bible, and I think we have explained in full the context in which we as the enlightened citizen quote the Bible, and I will not go back there, but it says that if you ask for anything and you believe in your heart. Now, why doesn't it just say if you ask for anything and believe? Why does it go further and say believe in your heart? What does it mean to believe in your heart? To believe in your heart it means that you actually believe something. You can see yourself doing something. You can see yourself in a situation before it actually manifests in your life. So to believe in your heart is for you to be able to see yourself in the circumstances that you would like to be. And what are you doing? You are changing your frequency. You are changing your knowledge from where you were to where you would like to be. Therefore, the things that you would like to do as a person, the things that we would like to become as a country, and for me, what I would like to see in the country, I keep on saying these things, and I will keep on saying them because I think the country is in need of this knowledge, and I think the country is in need of this experience. One, it's that social mobility must be based on education, not cadreism. We must not allow the cadre to be the most successful Zambian. We must not allow the cadre to be the most admired Zambian. Why not? We say, but a cadre is also a human being and is also entitled. Yes, it is, but a cadre is a cancer. And the cadre is a danger to our society because cadreism is not a sustainable system. And cadreism is not a useful system. So we need to change the program. We need to change the mindset of the Zambian to learn that, yes, for a brief period of time as a cadre, you can look like you're successful. But that system is not going to take you anywhere because that system is based on political patronage. That system is based on you being a thug and a brute. That system is based on you being a hooligan for hire, someone who is just hired to insult people, to intimidate people, and someone who is just hired to praise people, not because you are intelligent or because you have any content, but because you are a tool, you're like a machine. And there will be a time when the political system will change. All those people who are using you will find a younger cadre who has more insults, who has more praises, and you will have no value. So, but with education, you can always improve your education. You can always improve your knowledge, and you'll always be useful. No one can take that away from you. Now, the situation that you're in right now, who you are, the things that you believe, like I said, it is because of the basis of your knowledge. Who you are is a reflection of your knowledge. Who you are is a manifestation of your knowledge. Now, what is this knowledge? This knowledge I will introduce a new word here. This knowledge is your paradigm. Now, what is a paradigm? A paradigm is simply a belief system. The things that you believe from the time that you were born to now, because you were born in a certain area, you were born to certain parents who think in a certain way, you went to a certain school, you met certain people, you lived in a certain area. Now, those experiences that you've had from the time that you were born have formed your character. Those experiences have formed who you are. Now, most of us, we tend to think that those things that we have experienced, those things that we have heard, those things that have formed our character are actually reality, without actually knowing that, no, what you know is just restricted to the kind of knowledge that you have. Now, that creates what is known as your paradigm. And you tend to believe that the world is the way that you think it is because of your experiences, without having the ability to actually think outside your experiences. Now, because you have a paradigm, again, I will introduce another new word. The paradigm then is a program of who you are, which is protected by your ego, which is spelled EGO. How you pronounce it really depends on who you are and where you come from. Now, your ego is also very jealous. Your ego's job is to protect your paradigm. So the knowledge that you have, the information that you have, you guard it. Even if it's not working for you, even if it's not helping you, even if it's harming you, but because that's all you know, your ego comes in play and guards that information. So even if someone is telling you something different that can improve your life, you're not interested because actually the ego sometimes even becomes violent because you know certain things, you think in a certain way, you've always done things a certain way, even if the results are not making you to become the person that you want. But because of your ego, you hold on to something that is not working for you. So what is the message there? The message is that if you want to improve, to become something from who you are, first you must decide that you would like to change from where you are to where you want to be. Even where you want to be, you would have to be specific. Where do I want to be from where I am to where? You must be specific. Once you do that, then you must understand what is the program, what is the knowledge that has put me where I am. Once you understand that, then you say, what is the kind of knowledge that I need to get from where I am to where I would like to be. Once you are clear in there, then you go through a process known as a paradigm shift. Now, what a paradigm shift does is that if it's a house, you have to lift the house together with the foundation. If whatever is there, you have to remove it. If it's a house, like I said, you have to remove that house together with the foundation of that house and build a new house. So you have to change your knowledge. You have to change the way you think. You have to, all the things that you know, you have to be willing to change. So you have to move from where you are right now to shift. And it's just a matter of time. What's going to happen is that you are going to become the person that you have always wanted to be. You're going to have the experiences that you have always wanted to experience because you're going to change your knowledge. It's like a software in a computer. That's why if you have a phone, if you have a smartphone, like I think all of us almost now have a smartphone, your smartphone is always being prompted that there is an update on this, there's an update on that. And if you don't update your software, if you find that your phone becomes slow, it can't function. So even a human being is like that. The people actually who create things like cell phones, they create it on the same model as how we work as human beings. So as a person right now, the message that we are giving you as the enlightened citizen, what is your software? What is the basis of your software? Are you a radio cassette? Are you a VHS video cassette? Are you a smartphone? Are you a computer? If you're a computer, what kind of computer are you? Are you a desktop with Windows, maybe if Windows 8, 9? What is your system? What is the basis of your knowledge? And if you take the time to review yourself and understand yourself, you will know that the results that you're getting are as a result of the limitation of the knowledge that you have, and that if you want to change your results, it means that you have to change the kind of knowledge that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. And then you have to be willing to fight with your ego and go through a paradigm shift so that you change the foundation of who you are to become the new person that you would like to become. Once again, my name is Kappa Michito, I'm the Enlightened Citizen. I encourage you to join us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Until next time, thank you very much.